Here's a brief follow-up to the Galapagos tutorials. You see what I've done now is I've started to get a finer grain of kind of where the various spaces or volumes could be in this cube. So what I've taken is that if we separate these three, remember that we're really calculating these five, and these three are allowed to kind of move around as necessary to create large voids. What I've done is I've went ahead and tied the z's of these together and made sure that their minimum and maximum are 20 to 40. I might even start to decrease both of these numbers, basically trying to isolate kind of where the various volumes are. So if the voids are floating kind of somewhere in the center, what I've done then is then pushed these last three here, they're all supposed to be the same volume, roughly 6,000. I went ahead and let them share also a z, and what I'm going to do is I push that up for their z value to be between 40 and 50. And then finally, the other two, which are large, I've started to I'll give them a range where they're kind of lower. They can only happen within the kind of lower realm. So that one's between 0 and 10, and this one's now between 0 and 20. So while I keep these kind of low, these two large volumes low, these up above, I should be able to not only predict, as an architect I might be able to predict kind of where I'd want those spaces anyway, kind of in the vertical stratum, but it should allow for these numbers to kind of generate themselves a little bit less dependent on one another. So I'll just go ahead and run this solver one more time and then show you the results here in a second. Alright, so let's look at the results. So now, given a few kind of more strenuous parameters on the minimum maximum of the points, you can see that the results, now this is the overall 120,000 volume, but the first one is not really 12,000, but it's getting within the realm. This is getting close, and then these three, although not equal, are getting close too. And I might go through a few of these and reinstate them to see if anything gets even closer. You can see these two are getting much closer, but then I still have huge variance there. So it may take a bit of time, and then given kind of maybe a few of these finding which ones are kind of within the realm of possibility, I might further refine kind of where these points are allowed to go. So I can kind of take that information and just start to narrow my maximum and minimums to be a more localized condition. Alright, that's it.